Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Rio Grande Valley 7-on-7 state qualifier, the final qualifier before the state tournament, here with the head coach of the Mission Vets Patriots. I almost forgot your mascot there for a second. Coach David Gilpin. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Yes, sir, man. Always excited when Matt Stepp and Dave Campbell's football comes to the Valley, and was excited to see you were coming down here. Really good to see you. You've heard me say this before, man. It puts a bounce in everybody's step when you're around and Dave Campbell's comes around. So thanks for coming to see us.
We love coming to the Rio Grande Valley. The food and the people are the food is great. The people are even better. And I know for you, being a high school football nut and historian, also as a coach, like when the Dave Campbell's magazine comes out, it's always a big deal. How excited are you when you get that magazine in your hands for the first time?
Real excited. As a matter of fact, I went out and checked my mailbox before I left today. I saw on Twitter that some had already come in. Some people were starting to get it. And I saw Tepper said, hey, they're starting to show up. So I went out and checked mine. It wasn't in there before we left to come over here. But that's always a big time, man. I'm like everybody else in the state. Love to look through and see everything. I go right to our stuff first, take a look at what's out there with us, and then I just get through the whole thing, and it's always a lot of fun, man.
We won't blame the mailman. We'll blame Tepper, right?
Yes, sir. Come on, Greg.
All right, Coach. First off, let's talk about your ball club and here playing 7-on-7. I know you just dropped a tough one to Edinburgh in a close game. The margins are always very slim in 7-on-7, but I know you believe it helps your team. From your perspective, what do you want to see out of your guys today? And if you were to qualify for the state tournament, how big of a deal is that, and how much does it help you guys going forward each season?
Well, number one, 7-on-7 is important to us. Not every coach has the same philosophy. We respect that, but we believe there's nothing else that can be done right now, so why not be doing this? Being a passing team, obviously, it's important for us offensively. We get those reps defensively. We get that competition. Talking about qualifying for state, you get to see a different level of athlete as far as length, some size, some speed and athleticism that we're not always seeing week in and week out. And I believe that helps us somewhere down the line, that if we can go up there, be competitive, put a couple of wins on the board, that it's a confidence builder for us as we get ready to move into a real football season.
And speaking of real football season, the Rio Grande Valley's made some strides. We had Brownsville Veterans Memorial, who made a state semifinal run last year, and it was a huge deal. For you, how excited does the Valley get when you guys have success like that in the playoffs going deep? And obviously, I talked to Coach Stroman at Westlake High, their girls softball team. In the Valley just rallies around all their teams that are left. How for your perspective, seeing the Valley teams progress deep in the playoffs, it's got to make you really proud and just full of a lot of pride.
It does make us proud, and it makes us proud across the Rio Grande Valley. We're very unique in our area, and I'm talking about from Rio Grande City, Roma, out all the way to Brownsville, man. It's something that we do take pride in. What Brownsville Vets did in football, getting to the Final Four, was, you saw the crowd that was down there at the game. Well, all of us were watching on TV. All of us were cheering for Brownsville Vets at that point, watching what Westlake and Hartington South just did in softball. I mean, it's an incredibly awesome thing. We have a lot of kids that compete at the state level. Our distance runners, our throwers, our soccer teams, baseball and softball are, competitive. But anytime that you can get a team run like that going, man, it's exciting. And the Valley does rally behind it, man. We experienced that in 2018 when we made it to the Final Eight, and feeling the love, as they say, from the Valley is a really neat thing, man. And it's very proud to be from the Rio Grande Valley. Very proud when anybody does things well down here, because I think it's a reflection of all of us as a whole.
When you look at your ball club headed into 2024, UIL realignment kind of changed some things up a little bit. When you look at your district, what kind of challenges does it present to you guys?
Well, I tell you what, UIL realignment day was a challenge. Yeah. We thought we were in a 10-team district. We had our one non-district game set up with Mission. Our district schedule will draw for it. I'm thinking we're going to drink coffee, relax all morning, and just have an easy day. When we pulled out the packet, and the coach sitting next to me says, "Coach, we're in a 5-team district." What? Coach, we're in a 5-team district. What are you talking about? And we scrambled, man. The 3 coordinators and myself, and we're chasing games across the room. And we were fortunate. We were able to put together a really good non-district schedule. We got, Harlingen out here. We got them on our schedule again, and we're able to pick up some really good football teams. And but it was definitely a challenge. You go to 5 teams. We got the 2 Sherrylands, Alice, and Roma. So Roma and the Sherrylands, we've been together for a while. Alice, obviously is a wild card coming in off a 3rd-round appearance, and I know Coach is doing a good job with those guys up there. So we're looking forward to our district, but UIL realignment day was something else, man. Yeah. You talk about you say that there's always a monkey wrench, man. That was blew me away. There you go. I had no idea.
There's always, like you said, there's always one every year, and I felt like that 5. Cause we kind of thought the same thing. We thought it'd be a 9 or a 10 team district, and so we were a little surprised ourselves. But you guys adapted and adjusted, and you got a really tough non-district schedule that I'm sure will prepare you guys for a good district. Looking at your ball club specifically, 2024, do you have an idea yet of what the personality of the Patriots is going to be next year?
Yeah, I do. We're going to be fast and physical on defense. Our box is going to be one of the best that we've had. We're young on the back end. We're solid at corner. We're young on the back end at 7-on-7. It's helping us tremendously. tremendously. Between that and Sports Pacific and spring ball and all the things we've been able to do, man, we've got 3 young safeties that we're trying to bring along. But up front, man, we are going to be extreme. We're going to be a handful for people. We're fast, we're physical. We're not big. We never are. And then offensively, we're going to keep doing what we do, man. We're going to spread it out. We're going to throw it around. We got another great quarterback in line for the
good-looking receivers too.
Yeah, got some good-looking receivers that and we got 3 starters back on the O-line, starting running backs back. So we got some kids in place. We got to stay healthy like everybody else, Matt. It's the nature of the beast. But if we do stay healthy, I expect us to be right in the mix, and hopefully looking if things fall right, we can make a little playoff run this year.
I got 2 more questions for you, Coach. The first one, this comes from Ashley Pickle and Mallory Hartley.
All right.
They want to know
go Mean Green.
How are you feeling about the Mean Green in 2024? What do you think Coach Morris has got up his sleeve?
National championship, no? No, we'll see, man. We lost a lot of kids to the transfer portal, man. It's the way things are going in college sports these days, but we'll be cheering for them and watching them. And unfortunately, these days, you can find every game on TV. So I'm able to watch them a lot now, which I wasn't able to do back in the 90s when I got out of college. And so excited about the Mean Green always, man. Hoping for another great year. And, I think Coach Morris is going to do a good job up there. And, hopefully we'll just take another step forward this year.
All right, final question on that same college football front. We've got a college football team down here in the Rio Grande Valley now. They're going to be playing next year's inaugural season. I think the Dave Campbell's crew is planning on coming down for that first game there in Edinburgh, which should be a fun atmosphere. How exciting is it to have college football here in the Rio Grande Valley, but also as a high school coach, additional opportunities locally for your kids to play at the next level? How huge is that going to be?
Without a doubt. First of all, congratulations to that entire bunch over there, man. I've seen Coach Bush has been to visit us twice himself personally. I want to say 4 other assistants have been there already. They have come by to visit. So having a local team, like you said, provides more opportunities for our kids at a Division I level. And, our kids got to be good enough. They're not going to just recruit Valley kids if we're not good enough to play. But I think if it comes down to kids are equal, they're going to take a hard look at that Valley kid, and that's what we're hoping. But we are excited about UTRGV, man. I'm excited about it personally. I believe our coaching fraternity down here in the Valley is. I believe the fan base will be the same as you see for high school athletics. Mm-hmm. I believe the entire Valley will fall in line behind UTRGV and be very, very supportive. So
tickets will be tough to get, you think?
Yeah, how big's the stadium? How many seats?
I think you said 8,500. So
yeah, it might be tough to get. Yeah. It might be tough to get.
I know you're a UNT guy, but do you plan on wearing some orange and supporting the Vaqueros when they come out as well?
Yeah, I'll definitely cheer for them, man. I am a UNT guy, but we definitely want to see UTRGV being our local college do well. So I will definitely be cheering for them.
Cheer for them against everybody but UNT, right?
Amen.
There you go. Well, Coach, let you get back to watching your kiddos compete today. Appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas as always, and good luck in 2024.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming down.